What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be installing some LED headlights on the 2002 Honda Odyssey. Now these just delivered. Here is the part number. I guess I'll show you guys. I'll start off like that. F2H4. These are H4903. This is what will work for a 2002 and up Honda Odyssey. This is going to be 6500K. This is going to be like a white LED. Here's what they look like. Now for these Honda Odysseys, the plug-in is going to be a little bit different than from the newer cars. It's going to look like kind of like a wall outlet. But let's go ahead and open these up. See if I can do this with one hand. Drop that thing down low. Whew, these look sick. I love AUXBEAM. Now, AUXBEAM is the brand I chose. I ran these on the SS that I had, the Silverado SS, and they were hella bright, so bright that everybody would flash their high beams thinking mine were on, but it was just the low beams. And actually, the ones I got for the SS had a recall on it because it was so bright. So I went with these again. I'm familiar with this brand. I will forever run these on all of my cars. So here's one. I don't think they're side specific. We'll figure that out soon. But here is what it looks like. I know it's kind of dark in here, the lighting's bad. Let's head outside and try to install these. Before I install these, let's go ahead and show you guys what I'm rocking right now. Now keep in mind I didn't do no mods to this van. How it is how I got it. So it's the ugly halogen. You got, they look white on camera, but it's orange. And then you got this ugly blue that flickers. Cheap LEDs from I don't know where. And then I got to figure out this fog light issue down here. But let's go ahead and swap one out, and I'll show you guys the difference. Hopefully it somewhat matches to this, so it won't look off like this. It's ugly right here. So there's our driver's side location right here. Here's a better look at the lights. This orange hits. There's the end of the outlet. What I'm gonna do is just disconnect this old one. You should just be able to pull it. Or I don't know if you have to take this rubber piece off. I honestly haven't messed with this car before, so I'm not sure how this one is. I'm just gonna take off this rubber boot. It's kind of no room to work with. Boy, this previous owner did not take any care of this car. Look how oily this connection is. Shit's gunky like my injectors. Or I can't clean it right now, the battery's in the way. You can't clean it how I would like, I should say. So after you get the old one out, just want to plug in the new one. And it goes in one way. Before I twist anything on, I'm going to make sure that it runs. These have a little fan in the back. Sheesh, that is bright and white. So now that we know it works, I'm going to go ahead and install it. Go ahead and remove this battery to get more room. Got the new one in. I'm gonna have to show you guys how I did it on the passenger side because this one was a little bit tricky. I had to kind of modify the boot, cut it a little bit with a razor so this cord will be able to move out like this, because this can't go in like OEM did. So with the OEM one, all of this was just one. It didn't have this extra ballast piece or whatever, so this has to sit outside of your car. I'm gonna connect the battery and see how it looks. There's what it looks like. Off camera or on camera, it don't match whatever the previous owner put, but in real life it matches. So that's the before and then that's the after. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I don't know if I have to adjust the height or whatever, but it looks good. I'm happy. Can't wait to drive this thing at night. All right, so just like the old one, I'm not even sure what this is. Whatever, we'll leave that for another day. So we're just gonna take off this boot. Or you can actually unplug this old one first. Just pull out straight, there's no buttons. And then we're gonna remove this boot. I'm not even sure what this even goes to. I gotta go through this car one day and throw away all this shit. I'm pretty sure this goes to the fog lights because the fog lights don't work. keep that to the side, set the boot to the side. So let me see if I'm in frame. There's gonna be like a little metal bar that holds the light in place. Just go ahead and you push on it and then kind of push on it straight and then kind of lift up and then it should release. It kind of holds the light in place. You guys probably can't see it. Let me set it up closer. So this is what I'm talking about. And then the old one should just drop. And then here's the stock ones. I set this to the side for this flashlight. Battery dies. I'll try to get you guys a closer view. Boy, when I pick up this car, this man used like tire shine for his engine bay to get this shit shining, because I guess he wanted it to look good for me, but that shit was trash. Like me being a detailer, like fucking totally wrong products using under the hood. This shit looks like the goddamn injectors for real that I replaced. You guys can't see it. I know y'all can't, but damn, believe me. Believe me. I'm gonna plug it in first and then turn on the lights to see if this one works before I do all this work. So I'm gonna set this thing right here. Just like the driver's side, this one works. This fan is super quiet. You guys probably can't even see it running, but it's running and it's hella quiet compared to HIDs. Place this in here. Put this clamp down to hold in the new one. Kinda gotta twist it around to see which way it fits the best. It don't just go straight in, so you gotta mess with it. So just heads up. I'm gonna take any part of the boot now. Let me try to take this boot and kind of slice a hole in it all the way to the top, like so. And then we're gonna twist that boot where that wire is. Kind of feed it through the boot where you just cut it so it knows where to go. And then you're gonna install your boot. It should snap all the way around. Now that we have them both installed, I'm gonna test them out again. Sheesh. They're working good. I just gotta replace these ones now because these ones flicker. They're cheap. They might be loose, but I don't know. They kind of bother me. But damn, that looks better. I'm gonna zip tie. Where's the flashlight? I'm gonna zip tie the ballast thing to something so it don't just hang freely like this. If I have some zip ties on hand, I'll do that. I don't have any zip ties on hand, but luckily AUXBEAM is the plug, and they included some with a package along with some messed up stickers. And then you have the, I guess this is the installation card, the manual and whatnot. You guys can read that. These are simple to install. The bag of zip ties, these little white things, go on the back of these little ballasts, and then you can stick them wherever you want to stick them. I'm probably going to pass because this car is really dirty under here, and it's not going to stick well or last at all if it does stick. If you do need to adjust your headlights and they're uneven or whatever, here is this screw. I just lost the light. Here is this screw to adjust it. Right here, this is the passenger side, and then I haven't looked at this side yet. Right here, you guys can kind of hear that fan. I don't know. It'll be the driver's side. I think clockwise gets it down, and then counterclockwise adjusts the light up, if I'm correct. Before I end this video, holy shit, it's dark in here. Before I end this video, we're gonna go ahead and take this car on a test drive. So let me go ahead and crank them LEDs on. Nice bright and white. Let me take this air off. She's been messing with it. Go ahead and put this thing in reverse. Turn these lights off. Everything looks leveled. Yeah, my low beams look like high beams. It looks way different on camera. It barely looks like it's bright, but in person these things are bright. They look like high beams. They might be a little bit too high. I don't know. It's reflecting off that sign. It looks like a high beam, but it's my low beams. Ignore all that clunking. I gotta figure out what that is. But there's high beams, there's low beams. There's a big difference in person. It's not picking up well on camera. My windows aren't tinted or none of that. But these things are super bright. I already know people are gonna flash me all the time with their high beams, thinking my high beams are on. Let me go ahead and drive up my high beams, drive up my low beams. These things look good. Try to get you guys a view of it with the outside of the car. I'm gonna get out real quick, throw on these hazards, throw it in park. Yeah, these things look real good at night. Take my windows down, yeah. Let me turn off my hazards, ain't nobody gonna come. So these ones are a little bit off, but not much. Mess with it another day and get it matching. Me turning on the interior light, it don't even make not one difference. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.